for ladies, you need to be able to know when a guy really loves you. Love is not a feeling. Hi, my name is Niyi Odunsi, and this is the Good News Channel TV. Now, I've been talking to you about how to get the best of your teenage years. I want to continue along those lines, and what I want to talk to you about now is your mindset. How do you see your teenage years? Of course, you know, I'm talking about if you're from the ages of 13 and up till 19, that means you're a teenager. Of course, you know that. Now, how do you approach, with what kind of mindset do you approach your teenage years? This is key, this is crucial. There are some things that you must understand, and when you understand them, it helps you. These things help you maximize and get the best of your teenage years. Now, one of the things that I want to talk to you about now when it comes to your mindset is understanding that your teenage years are not permanent. Of course, you should know that. You are not going to be a teenager forever. Now, there are seasons in life, and your teenage years is just one of the seasons of life. What you need to now know about seasons is that each season has a purpose. There's a purpose to every season of life. So, what's the purpose of your teenage years? Now, your teenage years are the years when you're supposed to build a foundation for your future. What you must always remember is this: the way you live your teenage years will, to a large extent, determine what happens to you in other seasons of life. Now, this is why you really have to maximize your teenage years. You must be sure that the purpose of your teenage years is achieved in your own life. Don't waste your teenage years. One of the things that you must do during your teenage years is to ensure that you have a proper foundation for your life. You must have a proper foundation for your life. Now, what happens with most teenagers is that they waste their teenage years, not understanding that this is a foundation laying stage for you. Now, you know that the depth of a foundation often determines the height of a building. If you want to build a bungalow, you don't need a foundation. If you want to build a 2-3 story building, now you need a foundation that is solid. Again, if you want to build what we call a skyscraper, then that foundation is going to go really deep because of the height of a building. This is why your teenage years have to be years that are productive for you. They are years that you must be sure that before they're over, you've laid the proper foundation for what's to happen to you in future, what's to come ahead. Now, it's during the teenage years, for example, that you're going to make your best friends. Friends that are going to help you. Friends that are going to grow with you. Friends that you can depend on. So it's really crucial the kind of friends that you make. Your choices of friends. Like I said to you earlier, vultures and eagles don't normally mix together. So if you know you're an eagle, you can't afford to hang out with vultures. You hang out with vultures later in life, you are going to still have those vultures in your life. So if you know this is the time for you to get the right kind of friends, then you're going to look for the friends that are going to help build you up. Friends you can depend on for many years. Friends that are like you, friends that have the same goals, friends that think like you. You are not going to be hanging out with people who don't think you amount to much, who don't even tolerate you. friends who think they are superior to you. You're not going to be hanging out with people like that, because you realize that this is the time to get the right kind of friends. A little thing about friendships, one thing to say to you about friendships. Now, many teenagers don't realize this. Some of the friends that you have today are not going to matter to you in 2 years' time. Some of the people that you're trying to impress today, in 5 years' time, they are not going to be of any consequence to your life. So don't try to impress people. Don't try to do things to impress your friends. Anyone who can stand you the way you are, anyone who thinks you're beneath them, anyone who thinks they shouldn't hang out with you, don't kill yourself. It's good riddance to bad rubbish. Let them go. They're not the right kind of friends. Again, when we're talking about friendships, there's a difference between acquaintances and friends. I need to explain this to you. Many times, everybody is your friend. This is my friend, that is my friend. Let me tell you who a friend really is. Now, a friend is someone who you know, someone that you like, someone that you respect. 3 key things: someone you know, someone you like, someone you respect, and then add the 4th one, someone you can trust. That is your friend. Obviously, someone you've just met can be your friend. Someone you're attracted to and you've met maybe just for a day can be your friend. Why am I saying this? You really can't know that person. If you don't know that person, you really can't trust that person. If you don't know that person, you really cannot like that person. The fact that you like someone for 5 minutes doesn't mean you're going to like them in the next hour. It takes you knowing some things about people before you can trust them, before you can respect them. So someone you've just met, or someone you meet every day but you hardly talk to them, can't be your friend. That's a mere acquaintance. That's not someone you know anything about. Someone that doesn't even know where you live, they don't know your parents, they don't know anything about you, can be your friend. A lot of mistakes are made when you meet someone and immediately you say, oh, I like this guy, he's going to be my friend. No, you need to take your time, because like I said to you, your friends have a lot of power of influence over you. Your friends, to a large extent, can determine where you end up in life. So you can't afford to rush into friendships. You need to take your time. Get to know them. Get to know someone before deciding if they can be your friend or not. Remember, friendship is not by force. It is by choice. You decide who your friends are. Don't let other people determine whether they are friends with you or not. You decide. If you want someone to be your friend, then go all out and make them your friend, because you've known them, because you like them, because you can trust them and you can respect them. Those are the people that are really your friends. Anyone, I say this again, who doesn't want to hang out with you is not your friend. Let them go. You'll find other people, better people to make friends with. I hope that will help you.